Hello and welcome back to my Ghatna Chakra series. Today we will cover medieval history. As I already uploaded ancient history lectures, not a marathon, but yeah, I think around 20 short classes. 20 classes I uploaded. 30 to 35 minutes, I think, each class. So you can watch those videos in 2x speeds. Okay, for a quick revision. So in this class we will cover medieval history. So we will start with these are short notes of Ghatna Chakra. So we will start with Muslim invasion in India. We'll start with medieval history starts with Muslim invasion in India. So the first successful Muslim attack on India done in 712 AD, 712 by Muhammad bin Qasim. Muhammad bin Qasim. So he was the first Muslim invader in India. He was the first Muslim invader in India, and he was from Arab. Arab. If you talk about the description of Somnath temple was given by Al-Biruni. Who gave him? Al-Biruni. Okay. Al-Biruni gave the description of Somnath temple. Okay. We talk about Chandela king Vidyadhar was not defeated by Muhammad Ghaznavi, and Chandela king Vidyadhar had war, but Muhammad Ghaznavi was unable to defeat Vidyadhar. Okay, unable to defeat Vidyadhar. If we talk about Muhammad Ghaznavi, when he established his rule, so his court historian was Utbi, Firdausi, and Al-Biruni. They were all related to his timeline, in which Utbi given the service in his court. In his court, Firdausi also given the service, and Firdausi wrote Shahnameh. If we talk about the Al-Biruni visited India with Ghazni, and he was the first Muslim who studied Puranas. Al-Biruni was first Muslim who studied Puranas. Okay, so sometimes question asks Muhammad, they will give different historians or different who work in the court of Muhammad Ghaznavi. So they will give different names in the option. So we have to select. If you know the Utbi Firdausi Al-Biruni is related to Muhammad Shah timeline, so you're able to attempt the questions. Muhammad Ghazi issued silver coin, same Muhammad Ghaznavi Ghazi. मोहम्मद गजनवी को ही मोहम्मद गजनी भी बोलते हैं, shortest form. So Muhammad Ghaznavi issued silver coin with Sanskrit legend on one side. Sometimes I think if like his Muslim invader, so it's we unable to understand ki Sanskrit legend. Okay, I mean on one side silver coin. So we usually eliminate such options. Because we consider Muslim invaders are well versed with Persian language or Urdu language, so their dominance will be towards the Urdu and Persian language. But now they issued silver coin with Sanskrit legend on one side. Who? Muhammad Ghaznavi. After Muhammad Ghaznavi, when Muhammad Ghori came, he also issued coins that bore the image of Devi Lakshmi. Okay. चलिए बात करते हैं मोहम्मद गौरी की. मोहम्मद गौरी ने जय चंद्र को डिफीट किया. That Muhammad Ghori defeated Jay Chandra in which battle of Chandavan 1194. It's very important for the exam perspective that you should know the timeline or year of a battle and who fought this, because if they are not asking this part, like the battle fought between which two prominent personality, they will definitely ask you the year. They will give you 3, 4, 5 battles, and they will ask you to arrange them in a chronological order. like Battle of Chandavar was earlier or Battle of Terrain was earlier. So you should, if you know the year, so you can easily arrange them in a chronological order. So first Battle of Terrain, 1191. Okay, 1191. It was between Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Ghori. So Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghori in first Battle of Terrain, but in second Battle of Terrain, which was conducted in 1192, Muhammad Ghori won. Okay, and this battle laid the foundation of Muslim domination in India. This battle, okay. If we talk about the chronological order of invaders, so first Muslim invader, we know Muhammad bin Qasim. Okay, first Muhammad bin Qasim, then Ghaznavi, then Ghori, and after Ghori, Genghis Khan and Temur. Okay, these are the chronological orders of invaders. Next, if we talk about the Bakhtiyar Khilji, he was a slave of Muhammad Ghori. Bakhtiyar Khilji was a slave of Muhammad Ghori, and he destroyed the Nalanda Vihar. We know that Nalanda University, which was destroyed in a medieval period. So Bakhtiyar Khilji was the one who destroyed the Nalanda Vihar. Okay, it's a factual again, because PCS is all about facts. When we talk about the Dashpur inscription, it reveals information about the Silk Weaver Guild. Okay, थोड़ा सा मोटा याद कर लीजिए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. Now we'll talk about the Delhi Sultanate, okay, and different dynasties established during the Delhi Sultanate. The first one was Slave Dynasty. And who was the founder of Slave Dynasty? Qutbuddin Aibak, whose other name was also known as Lak Baksh. Qutbuddin Aibak established Slave Dynasty. He was also contributed to the construction of Qutub Minar along with Iltutmish and Firuz Shah Tughlaq. I mean, first Qutbuddin Aibak constructed, then Iltutmish, then Firuz Shah Tughlaq from Tughlaq dynasty constructed fifth floor of Qutub Minar. Okay. When we talk about the Adhai Din Ka Jhopra, it was built by Qutbuddin Aibak. It is in Ajmer, Adhai Din Ka Jhopra. Okay. We read about the Qutub Minar. Three prominent personality involved: Qutbuddin Aibak, Iltutmish and Firuz Shah Tughlaq. When we talk about the Adhai Din Ka Jhopra, which is in Ajmer, it was built by Qutbuddin Aibak. Okay. Next ruler of slave dynasty was Iltutmish. After Qutbuddin Aibak was Iltutmish. Okay. After the Iltutmish, it was Rajia Sultan. Okay. She worked in the favor of women and emphasized on equality. So definitely she's a women leader, so she will think about those issues. So if you talk about the Iltutmish, so the contribution of Iltutmish in his rule, we will talk about here. So he established Delhi as his capital. Iltutmish established Delhi as a capital. He was the first who issued regular coins. He was the first, okay, and he declared Delhi the capital. Same thing. Whose empire regarded as a Darul Islam. Iltutmish empire was regarded as a Darul Islam. ठीक है ना? Iltutmish empire को क्या बोलते हैं? Darul Islam. मंगोल जो इन्वेडर्स थे, चंगेज खान, क्लास विल बी बाइलिंगुअल. ओके, जो मंगोल इन्वेडर्स थे चंगेज खान, वो भी इन्हीं की टाइमलाइन के when he was a ruler, इन्हीं के टाइम पे आए थे चंगेज खान. ठीक है ना? इक्ता सिस्टम was introduced by Iltutmish. क्या इक्ता सिस्टम? It is a revenue collection system. टंका जो silver coin है, टंका is a silver coin. It was also started by him. So टंका is a silver coin. So what contribution we have read? Imperative point है, बहुत important point है. Mongol invaders Genghis Khan came during his time. He introduced इक्ता system, ये भी important है. And टंका silver coin was started by him. चलिए फिर हम बात करते हैं बालवान की. Balban followed the policy of blood and iron. And question आया who followed the policy of blood and iron? So he was Balban. He also formulated theory of kingship. Okay. He made his government centralized. I think last year question था इसपे. Because he wanted to protect his empire from northwestern attack. Next, he assumed the title of Jillelahi. Who assumed the title of Jillelahi? Balban. Okay. He also introduced a festival named Navroz. He called himself the helper of Caliph, and he created a new department, separate department called Diwan-e-Arz, which is military department. Diwan-e-Arz is related to the Balban. Okay. Next is Khilji dynasty. It was the shortest dynasty. which ruled for the shortest period. Okay. So we will talk about the Alauddin Khilji. Okay, we will talk about the Alauddin Khilji. So the contribution of Alauddin Khilji. So he wanted to launch a new religion, but ulema opposed this. Who wanted to launch the new religion? Alauddin Khilji, but ulema opposed it. Next, he assumed the title of Alexander II. Zafar Khan, his famous army commander. Who was a famous army commander of Alauddin Khilji? It was Zafar Khan. Okay. The purpose of Alauddin's expedition, the Alauddin expeditions to Deccan region. So the purpose of this expedition was just financial venture. It was not to establish rule over there or to conquer the territory. So the purpose of Alauddin Deccan expedition was just financial venture. Okay. Conquest order. If we see the conquest order of Alauddin Khilji, so first he conquered Gujarat, then Ranthambore, then Chittor, then Warangal. Okay. First Gujarat, then Ranthambore, then Chittor, and then Warangal. Okay. Next, Alauddin army was defeated by the army of Kakatiya ruler in 1303. Okay. याद करना ज़रूरी है because sometimes they give multiple statement questions and instead of they simply write here not and ask you to choose the correct answer. So if you know that Alauddin army was defeated by the Kakatiya ruler, so you will reach to your option. Okay. Next, Khalsa land developed on a large scale during his timeline. He have raised the land revenue to 1/2 of the produce. Okay, so the land revenue he collected was 1/2 of the produce. And Muhammad bin Tughlaq from the Tughlaq dynasty also did the same. Alauddin Khilji also introduced market reforms, and his attempt to control the market price was highly successful. He wanted to he controlled the market prices. He decided the prices. So this plan of Alauddin Khilji proved successful. Okay. If we talk about Diwan-e-Riyasat and Diwan-e-Mushtaq Raj. So Diwan-e-Riyasat was a market control department, and Diwan-e-Mushtaq Raj was revenue department. And these both departments were related to Alauddin Khilji. Diwan-e-Riyasat and Diwan-e-Mushtaq Raj. Diwan-e also related to Balban. Okay. Next, contribution of Alauddin Khilji. He collected revenue from measuring the cultivated land. Okay. He didn't collect revenue randomly. So first he measured, okay, the land, and then he decided the revenue. Okay, this much land will give this much revenue. Okay. He also abolished the power of provincial governors. He began the public distribution system. So the price control introduced in Delhi. Is something related to the price, you will know that definitely he is Alauddin Khilji. He was the first to charge Ghari and house tax. So he was the first to charge Ghari and house tax. He introduced Hera system. It was a identity card system to soldiers. He also started Dag system. It was to brand horses select for war. Okay. Hera system, Dag system, Ghari or house tax. public distribution system. Okay. Next, during his reign, one Mongol assault marched up to Delhi. Okay, to Delhi, not beyond that. Ravi River was the boundary between Delhi Sultanate and Mongols. Okay, Mongols tried to invade many times during Delhi Sultanate. During Delhi Sultanate rulers. So Genghis Khan was one among them. If we talk, next is Tughlaq dynasty. Next is Tughlaq dynasty. After Khilji dynasty, next is Tughlaq dynasty. Tughlaq dynasty ruled the longest period of time among all these dynasties of Delhi Sultanate. Okay. So Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq was the founder of Tughlaq dynasty. He was a general of Alauddin Khilji. ऐसा ही हुआ इन सभी dynasties में. Like अगर कोई नई dynasty बनी है after ending the earlier dynasty or previous dynasty, so who established the new dynasty? Whoever established the new dynasty was either the slave or a general or a commander in the previous dynasties. Okay. Next, Muhammad bin Tughlaq. After Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq was Muhammad bin Tughlaq who ruled. He was well versed in various branches of learning, including astronomy, mathematics, and medicines. Okay, he was well versed. So he have knowledge. Okay, he was intellectual personality. Okay, he introduced department Diwan-e-Amir Kohli. He introduced the department Diwan-e-Amir Kohli. It was an agriculture department. He also planned rotation of crop. So contribution to some extent. If you see that he established Diwan-e-Amir Kohli, a separate agriculture department. So definitely he worked for the agriculture. He worked in the agricultural field. He promoted the crops and all. So commonsensical you can choose the right answer. So rotation of crop he planned. He transferred his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad. Okay. The first time token currency was introduced in his timeline. Okay. So the token currency was introduced first time. Okay. But it was proved unsuccessful. It was not proved successful. It was unsuccessful. Introducing token currency, like if Alauddin Khilji introduced the price control policy, but that proved successful. But he introduced a token currency, but it was proved unsuccessful. Sometimes we get confused, so that's why I've compared both rulers' contribution. Okay. He also issued new gold coin and gold dinar. Tanka was a silver coin. Dinar is a gold coin. Okay. Ibn Battuta served at his court Qadi as a Qadi. Ibn Battuta as a Qadi bole to a judge. If question is there, Ibn Battuta is related to which ruler's court? So it was Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So Ibn Battuta served as Qadi at his court at Muhammad bin Tughlaq court. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was the first Sultan of Delhi to participate in the public celebration of Holi. Muhammad bin Tughlaq was the first Sultan of Delhi to participate in the public distribution system. On Muhammad bin Tughlaq's death, Badoini commented that the king was freed from his people and they from their king. So this statement is related to the Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Next is Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Okay. So Firoz Shah Tughlaq established an employment exchange. To help the unemployed. He also established Diwan-e-Khairat. Which is a charity department. And he also has the most number of slaves among all rulers, and it's also established Diwan-e-Bandagan, which is a slave department. So Diwan-e-Khairat and Diwan-e-Bandagan was related to the Firoz Shah Tughlaq. He also established a public work department. Someone Public work department. Public distribution system was started by Alauddin Khilji, but public work department was related to the Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Okay, so do not get confused. Firoz Shah Tughlaq have built the biggest network of canal. He was the first to levy irrigation tax. Irrigation tax was first levied by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. He also levied jizya on Brahmins. He introduced the measuring of improving food quality. Two Ashokan pillars were brought to Delhi from Topra and Meerut during his reign. He established translation department. He was the first Indian ruler who organized Hajj pilgrimage from state exchequers. Okay, from the state exchequers, he organized Hajj pilgrimage, and he was the first Indian ruler to do this. Okay. He also established Darul Shafa, means free hospital service. Next is Nasiruddin Muhammad. He was the last ruler of Tughlaq dynasty. Taimur invaded during his time. And then started the Sayyid dynasty. Okay, we have talked about I'll show you. Genghis Khan tried to invade, not invaded properly, tried to invade during Iltutmish. Genghis Khan tried to invade during Iltutmish. When it comes to Taimur invaded during Nasiruddin Muhammad of Tughlaq dynasty. Okay. Next is Lodi dynasty. They have Afghan origin. So the chronology order of rulers of Lodi dynasties were first Behlul Khan Lodi, then Sikandar Lodi, then Ibrahim Lodi. Okay. The Maharana Sangha defeated Ibrahim Lodi in the Battle of Khatoli. Please do remember this Battle of Khatoli 1518. Battle of Khatoli 1518. Okay. In which Maharana Sangha defeated Ibrahim Lodi. Next is Sikandar Lodi contribution. Next we will look at this Sikandar Lodi contribution. He was the founder of Agra city and made its capital. He also composed a poem with name Gulrukhi. He also abolished tax on grains. Okay. Next we will see the administration of Delhi Sultanate, art and architecture, literature, and some miscellaneous topics. So Delhi Sultanate administration. So who was Amil? Amil was in charge of revenue collection. Siyasatnama was source of information for Ekta system. Mukti supposed to maintain troops out of revenue collection. Diwane Wizarab deals with financial matters. Diwane Insha deals with state correspondence. Okay, we talk about the Kharaj, Ushar, and Muktai. They were the taxes levied on the land product. Next is Shar. The tax on irrigation. Next is Jawabits. They were state laws. Next is Hadith. It was Islamic law. Next is Fawazil. The excess amount paid to the exchequer by the Iqtadas. Okay. Fawazil is excess amount paid to the exchequer by the Iqtadas. Next is Tung and Shashkani. These were the silver coin, and Jital was this copper coin. Tanka, we already know silver coin. Next is Shashkani. Then talk about the art and architecture of Delhi Sultanate. Alai Darwaja was built by Alauddin Khilji. And also the specialty of Alai Darwaja was the horseshoe arc first time introduced. Like this is Alai Darwaja. So some kind of this horseshoe arc. Okay, the horseshoe arc first time introduced in Alai Darwaja, which was built by Alauddin Khilji. Next is Balban tomb. So India first tomb constructed in Indo-Islamic style was Balban tomb. So the Indo-Islamic style, so the Balban tomb is the first tomb to construct in Indo-Islamic style. ठीक है ना, कौन सा था जो Indo-Islamic style में first time construct किया गया था? Balban tomb. Okay. Also the first two arc. When we talk about the lotus bud fringe, on the underside of R, it was during the time of Khilji's. Okay, something like, some patterns being made on this R. Next is emergence of octennial tomb. Octennial tomb was during the Tughlaqs. Emergence of octennial tomb was during the Tughlaq. Use of botgoi in pillars during Vijayanagara. Massive entrance gate with inclined walls during Shariks. Atri and Mahesh was a composer of Kirti Stambha of Chittor. Okay. Who was the composer of Kirti Stambha of Chittor? Atri and Mahesh. I understand it's a factual class, no story to remember, but that's the demand of exam. If you will sit to remember a story, and then ultimately you will come to the facts. For those who already have studied the ancient medieval, gone through all the subjects, but had no ultimate revision plan, so this class is useful for them because they have some kind of background knowledge, some subconscious knowledge about the medieval history, and same apply to other subjects as well. So this class will become a bit easier for those aspirants, but bit difficult for those who have not touched the medieval history, okay, especially history part. So for them I will suggest watch the video again and again 4 or 5 times, so things will be set up in your subconscious mind, okay, subconscious brain. Next we talk about the literature of Delhi Sultanate. So the book and author. So I have noted down some just important books like Kitabul Hind. Author was Al-Biruni. Tughlaqnama, Amir Khusrau. Humayunama, Gulbadan Begum was the daughter of Balban. Okay. Tariq-e-Hind by Al-Biruni. Kitab-ul Hind and Tariq-e-Hind was both written by Al-Biruni. Tariq-e-Delhi, Amir Khusrau. So these two of Al-Biruni, these two Amir Khusrau. So Tughlaqnama, Amir Khusrau, and Tariq-e-Delhi, Amir Khusrau. Rihala by Ibn Battuta. Okay. The translation of Chintamani Bhatt Sanskrit text Sukta Saptai. So the Sukta Saptai was a Sanskrit text of Chintamani. Chintamani wrote this text, Sukta Saptai. So in Persian, it was a Sanskrit text and it was translated to Persian. It was a Sanskrit text, then it is translated to Persian and changed the name of Sukta Saptai to Tutinama. Who did this? It was done by Khwaja Ziauddin Naqshtabi. Okay. Next, we'll go through some miscellaneous topics. Game of polo was introduced by Turks. Okay. Sequence of travelers arrivals. First Al-Biruni. These are the travelers. Then Ibn Battuta. Then Tavernier. Then Manushi. Okay, Manushi. First Al-Biruni. Then Ibn Battuta. Okay, then Tavernier. Then Manushi. If we talk about the Battle of Kalinga, which was fought, it was an ancient medieval battle. Okay, ancient time battle, which was fought between Ashoka and Kalinga ruler. This is important. Battle of Haldighati, 1576. It was between the Maharana Pratap and Mughal force led by the Raja of Amber. Battle of Haldighati. Okay. Akbar got married to the princess or a daughter of Raja of Amber. Okay. Next is Chahalgani nobles. This term is associated with Iltutmish. associated with Iltutmish. Hindu god and goddess were worshipped in the royal palace of Nasruddin Khusrau. Being a Muslim, he allowed the Hindu god and goddess worship in the royal places. Impressive. Funam, if we talk about the Funam, that means coin. Funam means coin, okay. So we have seen the Battle of Haldighati 1576. We have seen the Battle of Khatoli. Battle of Khatoli 1518. Okay. We have seen the initial chapter in the Battle of Chandavar 1894. And the first battle, second battle train 1191, 1192. Okay. Now we will move to the Vijayanagara Empire. Vijayanagara Empire. So who founded Vijayanagara Empire? It was founded by Harihara and Bukka. Simply question आता है एक बार एग्जाम में, prelims में pieces के, UP pieces के, who founded the Harihara, who founded the Vijayanagara Empire? So simply they are given the name. So Vijayanagara Empire was founded by Harihara and Bukka. Bhoramdev, it's R I think. Bhoramdev temple was constructed by Sri Lakshman Devaraja. Okay, Sri Lakshman Devaraja. So Bhoramdev temple constructed by Sri Lakshman Devaraja, first ruler of Vijayanagara Empire who captured Goa from Bahmani was Harihara. Okay, so Harihara second was the one who captured Goa from the Bahmani kingdom. Okay, Golconda and Bahmani was a famous kingdoms during that time. Okay. So Harihara second captured Goa from Bahmanis. Okay. Next, Narasimha Suluva ended the Sangama dynasty and started the Suluva dynasty. So who started Suluva dynasty? Narasimha Suluva. Okay. After Narasimha Suluva, the last Suluva ruler of Suluva dynasty. First one to Narasimha Suluva. Last one is Veera Narasimha, was the last ruler of Suluva dynasty. Okay. And he was succeeded by Krishna Devaraya. And then Krishna Devaraya was succeeded by Achyutaraya. So this is the chronology. First Narasimha Suluva, next Veera Narasimha, next Krishna Devaraya, next Achyutaraya. If we talk about the battles of Golconda, so there is no one battle of Golconda. These it fought 3 times. It was continuously fought. So the first one is 1562 Vijayanagara invasion in 1562 Battle of Golconda. Okay, so the Vijayanagara Empire under Ram Raya launched invasion of the Golconda Sultanate to gain the territory in the Deccan. It happens. This is the story here. Golconda or Brahmani. Okay, Golconda, Bijapur. So they all were trying to gain the control over the territory. Okay, over the Carnatic region. Okay, the Vijayanagara Empire under Ramaraya launched the invasion of the Golconda Sultanate to gain the territory in Deccan. Okay, Vijayanagara invasion. Okay, next is Bijapur Golconda War 1651. Okay, it was between the Sultanate of Bijapur and Golconda Sultanate. Okay, तो ये सब बीजापुर गोलकोंडा सल्तनत के बीच में था, just to have control over Carnatic region. Okay, next is the siege of Golconda. It was ultimate 1687. What happened in this war? Aurangzeb थे Mughal emperor. They conquered the Golconda Sultanate and ended up establishing Qutbuddin Shahi dynasty. Which dynasty? Qutbuddin Shahi dynasty. Okay. Next is Digajas. Okay, Ashtadigajas. It was the eighth Telugu poet. That means eight Telugu poets in the court of Krishnadev Raya. Whose other name was Andarboja, and it was also known as the Golden Age Telugu literature. Next, in Battle of Talikota in 1565. Battle of Haldighati was in Battle of Haldighati 1576, I think. And then Battle of Talikota 1565. Okay. Chandapur, not Chanderi. It was Chandapur. Battle of Chandapur. So Battle of Talikota in 1565. It was between Vijayanagara and a combined forces of Bijapur, Ahmednagar and Golconda. Okay. Next is Abdul Razak. Abdul Razak was a Persian traveler, and he visited during the time of Devraya II. Okay. Other contribution of Devraya. No, it was Haryara II who was okay. Abdul Razak visited during his time. Niccolo Conti was an Italian traveler who also visited the Vijayanagara Empire. So Abdul Razak and Niccolo Conti related to the Vijayanagara Empire. Ninaya and Tikana was famous for Telugu translation. Okay, land revenue. If we talk about what was the chief characteristic of financial system of Vijayanagara Empire, so it was a land revenue. Next, taxes on land fixed depending on the quality of land. ठीक है ना? So जो लैंड टैक्सेस थे वो किसके ऊपर डिपेंड थे? वो क्वालिटी ऑफ लैंड के ऊपर थे. आई मीन जिसकी अगर ज़्यादा अच्छी क्वालिटी है लैंड की तो ज़्यादा टैक्स होगा. अगर लैंड की क्वालिटी अच्छी नहीं है तो टैक्स नहीं उतना होगा. ठीक है. अगर हम देखें तो और किस चीज़ पे टैक्स था? इंडस्ट्रियल टैक्स था एक, जो प्राइवेट वर्कशॉप के ऑनर्स थे. ठीक है. दे यूज्ड टू पे इंडस्ट्रियल टैक्स. देखिए तो अगर हम बुक्का वन में बेस्ट भेजे थे चाइना में. ठीक है ना. अगर देखे श्रीनाथ जो तेलुगु पोइट थे वो किसके कोर्ट में थे? देवराय सेकंड के. यक्षगाना था ये देखे तो एक साउथ इंडियन डांस ट्रेडिशन है और ये फर्स्ट टाइम इसी विजयनगरा टाइम पे ही डेवलप हुआ. ठीक है. बिल्डिंग ऑफ कल्याण मंडपा वाज आल्सो रिलेटेड टू विजयनगरा एम्पायर. विजयविथर टेम्पल जो हम्पी में है. नेक्स्ट कुछ प्रोविंशियल डायनेस्टीज देख लेते हैं. जैसे कि ब्राह्मी किंगडम देखें तो इट वाज एस्टैब्लिश्ड बाय अलाउद्दीन हसन गंगू इन 1347. It was established by Alauddin Hasan Gangu in 1347. नेक्स्ट अगर हम देखें काकतीय डायनेस्टी की कुछ फीचर्स तो इसमें देखें तो इट वाज एसोसिएटेड विद फीमेल किंग रुद्रमा देवी. ठीक है ना. व्हाई आई हैव रिटन दिस फैक्ट? बिकॉज in history we have not found many female rulers. Like first was Rajia Sultan. ठीक है. Dynasties and prestige. Adil Shah dynasty was in Bijapur. Qutb Shahi Golconda. Nizam Shahi Ahmednagar. Sharki Shahi Jaunpur. Okay. Dynasty and capital. Kakatiya dynasty capital was Warangal. Hoysala dynasty capital was Dwarasamundra. Yadava capital was Devgiri. Pandya capital was Madurai. Next is Bhakti and Sufi movement. Shankara Deva, who introduced Vaishnavism. It was Shankara Deva who introduced the Vaishnavism. Ramanujacharya was also related. Ramanujacharya related to the Vishishtadvaita philosophy, and Adi Devata philosophy was related to Shankaracharya. Okay, Shankaracharya, and Vallabhacharya related to Shuddhadvaita philosophy. So these are the three philosophies. Shankaracharya, it's different name. Okay, Shankaracharya introduced Vaishnavism. Okay, leave it. Namadev was influenced by Islam. Okay. Follower of Ramanuja, also known as Vaishnava. Okay. चलिए, अगर हम अभी फिलोसफी की बात कर रहे थे तो विशिष्ट देवता फिलोसफी related to Ramanujacharya, Advaita philosophy related to Shankaracharya, and Shuddhadvaita philosophy related to the Vallabhacharya. Okay. If we talk about the Ramanand. So he was the first Bhakti son to use Hindi for, first time अगर हिंदी किसी ने यूज की थी ना अपना मैसेज प्रोपोगेट करने के लिए, तो वो रामनंदा थे. कौन थे? रामनंदा थे, और कबीर इनके शिष्य थे रामनंदा के. ठीक है ना. क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर देखे तो हम, ये जरूरी है, ये क्वेश्चंस थोड़ा क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर्स में से आ रहे, चाहे रूलर्स की क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर पूछ लेते हैं. ठीक है ना, चाहे ट्रैवलर्स की पूछ ले रहे हैं, सबके पूछ रहे हैं यूजुअली क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर से. सो नामदेव सबसे पहले, फिर कबीर, फिर गुरु नानक, फिर चैतन्य, फिर मीराबाई, फिर तुलसीदास. ठीक है. अगर हम नामदेव की बात करें तो वो इस्लाम से इन्फ्लुएंस थे. ठीक है. और रामानुजा के जो फॉलोवर्स थे वो वैष्णवा थे. कौन थे? वैष्णव. अगर गुरु नानक की बात करें तो उन्होंने सिख रिलीजन को फाउंड किया. ही फाउंडेड द सिख रिलीजन during whose ruler's time. So during Sikandar Lodi period. Okay. Guru Nanak founded Sikh religion. We talk about the Tulsidas. So Tulsidas was a contemporary of Akbar and Jahangir. ठीक है. Brahmasa देखे तो who composed Brahmasa? It was a Malik Muhammad Jayasi. ठीक है. Done. Now we will move to the Mughal dynasty. In Mughal dynasty, so the first one, Babur was ruler. Okay. So the first battle of Panipat in 1526 was between Babur and Ibrahim Lodi. Next was Battle of Khanwa. 1527, Battle of Khanwa was between Babur and Rana Sangh of Mewar. Next, Battle of Chanderi. 1528, between Babur and Rajput ruler Maidani. Next, Battle of Ghagra. 1529 was between Babur and Muhammad Lodi and Nusrat Shah of Bengal. Okay. So, Battle of Panipat we all know. First Battle of Panipat 1526. Second Battle of Panipat 1556. ठीक है. थर्ड बैटल ऑफ पानीपत 1761. वो इजी याद करना, ये थोड़ा टफ है. तो बैटल ऑफ खनवा 1527, चंदेरी 1528 एंड घाघरा 1528. ठीक है ना. बैटल ऑफ हल्दी घाटी मैंने बताया था आपको 1576. अभी इधर लिखा था ना. बैटल ऑफ हल्दी घाटी 1576, बैटल ऑफ तालीकोटा 1565. ठीक है, 1565 एंड चंदावा 1194. ओके. चलिए, अब बात करें हम बाबर की, तो उन्होंने अपना मेमोर लिखा था जिसका नाम था तजुके बाबरी. और जो बाबरी मस्जिद है अयोध्या में, वो मीर बख्शी द्वारा स्टैब्लिश की गई. वो स्टैब्लिश द बाबरी मस्जिद, मीर बख्शी, एंड शाहरुख was the silver coin. So the silver coin name was Shahrukh, which was circulated by Babur. Okay. Next is Humayun and Sher Shah. Okay. So the Battle of Kannauj 1540 was between Sher Shah and Humayun. Battle of Kannauj. Okay. Battle of Kannauj. Hmm. It was between Sher Shah and Humayun. So if we talk about the Sher Shah, so Sher Shah constructed road from East Bengal to Peshawar, which was called Sadak-e-Azam. Okay, from East Bengal to Peshawar, or Peshawar, Peshawar. From East Bengal to Peshawar, he constructed road. Improvement done by Sher Shah Suri was related to, like, he done improvement in various fields like revenue reforms, administrative reform, military reforms, currency system reforms. Okay. Rupaiya was a pure silver coin which was issued by Sher Shah. Okay. And the exchange rate of pure silver rupaiya and copper dam was 64:1. Okay. 64:1. Monuments which was constructed by Sher Shah was Qila-e-Kuna at Delhi. Qila-e-Kuna at Delhi. Qila-e-Kuna देखे तो Qila-e-Kuna was inside of पुराना किला. ओके, पुराना किला जो है वो दिल्ली में है और उस पुराना किला के अंदर है किला-ए-Kuna. ठीक है ना. पुराना किला है वो भी शेर शाह ने बनाया था अलॉन्ग विद हुमायूं. ओके. अगर हम शेर शाह की बात करें, ही ऑल्सो इंट्रोड्यूस सिस्टम ऑफ पत्ता एंड काबूलियत टू हेल्प पीजेंट्स. अगर स्टेटमेंट की बात करें तो ये शेर शाह का स्टेटमेंट है. ही सेड आई वुड हैव लॉस्ट द एम्पायर जस्ट फॉर द हैंडफुल ऑफ मिलेट्स. ओके. He was also known for his brilliant administrative system. Sher Shah is known for his brilliant administrative system. Okay. Islam Shah की बात करें तो he divided his troops into units of 200, 250 and 500. Okay. Islam Shah. Humayun की बात करें तो he was the first ruler who issued gold coin after Delhi Sultanate. Okay. Delhi Sultanate में, ठीक है ना, Delhi Sultanate के बाद में who was the one? Humayun, who issued the gold coin first. Humayun invaded Chunar Fort in 1530. नेक्स्ट हम बात करते हैं अकबर की. जो इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्ट्स एमसीक्यूज से वही सब नोट डाउन किए हुए हैं. ठीक है. तो थोड़ा सा बचा, आई थिंक विद इन 15-20 मिनट्स हो जाएगा. अकबर की बात करें तो बैटल ऑफ हल्दी घाटी 1576 as I've already explained. It was between Maharana Pratap of Mewar and Mughal forces led by Raja Manzik of Amber. Okay, Battle of हल्दी घाटी. अगर हम कंट्रीब्यूशन की बात करें अकबर की तो he abolished pilgrimage tax. He tried to fix the age of marriage for girls and boys. Akbar gave freedom to girls to marry at their own will. ठीक है ना. तो मीर बख्शी एक्चुअली मिलिट्री डिपार्टमेंट का हेड था. अगर हम मनसबदारी सिस्टम की बात करें तो ये it was a borrowed system. Actually, it was a borrowed system. It was not the one which was invented by the Mughals. No, it was borrowed from Mongolia, and the Jat and Seva ranks were granted under this. For every 10 cavalry, Mansabdars had to maintain 20 horses. Okay. In Mansabdari system. If we talk about the land revenue system, जिसको एन-ए-देशाला भी बोलते हैं, वो टोडरमल ने के द्वारा डेवलप किया गया. हु डेवलप दिस लैंड रेवेन्यू सिस्टम? एन-ए-देशाला. Akbar also launched Din-e-Ilahi. जो इबादत खाना था वो भी अकबर ने कंस्ट्रक्ट किया. एंड इबादत खाना क्या था? इट वाज अ रूम इन व्हिच नोबल बिलोंगिंग्स टू डिफरेंट रिलीजियस गैदरिंग टू डिस्कस रिलीजियस अफेयर्स. इबादत खाना. एंड theory of Sulh-e-Kul was also promulgated by Akbar. What was it? It was a universal peace and fraternity. Sulh-e-Kul was literally universal peace and fraternity. Okay. During his time, Mahabharata was translated into Persian, okay, and it was carried under jointly by Faizi, Batoni, and Naqib Khan. So the translation of Mahabharata, as I've all told you, it was carried under Akbar time and jointly by Faizi, Badoni, and Naqib Khan. The Persian name of Mahabharata was Razmnama. Okay, if we talk about Tabaqat-e Akbari, it was written by Nizamuddin Ahmad. Hari Vijay Suri was a Jain monk who stayed in Akbar court. Okay, European painting were introduced for the first time in Akbar court. Okay, and Dashwant was a painter. Abolished jizya. Akbar abolished jizya. So the European painting first time introduced in Akbar court. Okay, Ralph Fitch, dekhe to he was the first Englishman who visited Akbar court, and also East India Company formed during Akbar timeline. Okay, emperor dekhe to Babur and tombs dekhe so Babur tomb in Kabul, Akbar tomb in Sikandra, Jahangir tomb in Lahore, Shahjahan tomb in Agra, Aurangzeb tomb in Khuldabad. Okay. Talk about the Jahangir. So the Jahangir introduced the Do Aspa and Seen Aspa system. Okay, Treaty of Chittor was between Jahangir and Rana of Mewar. The first Persian sent by East Indian Company. First, not Persian, it was a person. I'm confused. I've told Persian travelers, no, so that's why I pronounce it wrong. So first person who was who sent by East Indian Company in Jahangir court was William Hawking. If you talk about the first ambassador sent by the British king was Sir Thomas Roy. Okay? So if you talk about the Mughal painting, so it was introduced during Akbar time, but if it reached its zenith was under Jahangir. Okay, under Jahangir. Next is Shahjahan. So the roots of the dispute between Shah of Iran and Mughal ruler was Kandahar region. Okay. Upanishads were translated into Persian by Dara Shikoh under the title Sare Akbar. Famous diamond Kohinoor was presented to Shahjahan by Mir Jumla. Peter Mundi traveler came to India during शाहजहां टाइम. अगर मॉन्यूमेंट्स के बिल्डर्स की बात करें तो अगर देखें अलाई दरवाजा जो दिल्ली में है बिल्ड बाय अलाउद्दीन खिलजी. बुलंद दरवाजा फतेहपुर सीकरी बिल्ड बाय अकबर. मोती मस्जिद इन आगरा बिल्ड बाय शाहजहां. मोती मस्जिद इन दिल्ली बिल्ड बाय औरंगजेब. रेड फोर्ट इन दिल्ली बाय शाहजहां. जामा मस्जिद इन दिल्ली बाय शाहजहां. ठीक है. जामा मस्जिद संबल बाय बाबर. दीन पना in Delhi by Humayun and Jahangir Mahal by Akbar. If you talk about Akbar, if you talk about the Aurangzeb, so he was the first Mughal ruler who fought against British. He was the first Mughal ruler who fought against British. He was the Aurangzeb. He conquered Bijapur and Golconda. He conquered Bijapur and Golconda, and Abul Hassan Qutb Shah was the ruler of Golda during that time. Okay. He also had the highest number of Hindu generals in army. Okay, he again reimposed jizya, which was abolished by Akbar. He created the Bibi Ka Maqbara, which is called the mini Taj Mahal. He built Moti Masjid in Red Fort. Okay, and Sant Ravidas was related to his period. Okay, if we talk about the battles, so the Battle of Kannauj or Balgram 1540, it was between Humayun and Sher Shah Suri. Again, a Battle of Sarnaal between Akbar and Sultanate of Gujarat. Battle of Dharman 1658 or 1659 was between Aurangzeb and Dara Shikoh. Okay. Battle of Chijau 1707 between Bahadur Shah I and Muhammad Azam Shah. Okay. Treaty of Purandar 1665 between Shivaji and Mughal commander Jai Singh. Okay. Let's see about the administration of Mughal, then literature, and then some miscellaneous facts. Now we're done with medieval history. Okay. Next, if you see the Mughal administration, so Ahadis offered their service singly and not attached to any chief. Mutasib was officer in charge of public morals. Munushi appointed as a physician in the Mughal service. ठीक है ना? Manushi was appointed as physician in Mughal service. Ahadis was offered their service singly, not attached to chief. Mutasib was officer in charge of public morals. अगर हम बात करें जहांगीर की, जहांगीर prohibited the use of tobacco. मदद-ए-मश की बात करें, revenue free land granted to learned person. चकला देखे तो territorial unit, it was a territorial unit between Suba and Pargana. दीवाने-तान देखे तो to look after the Jagir and salaries. मुस्तरफी देखे तो examine the income and expenditure of state. मुशरफ देखे तो look after the office. बनताई देखे तो system of calculating revenue. सूबा देखे तो province, सरकार देखे तो district, and Pargana is mahals. Mughal Empire was originally a military state. Okay, military state. Akbar issued some coin with figures of Rama and Sita and Devanagari legend Rama Siya. Good. अगर मुगल लिटरेचर की देखें, थोड़ा अभी यहाँ पे म्यूजिक के बारे में बात हो रही है जो तानसेन टाइटल है वो राजा विक्रमाजीत ऑफ ग्वालियर ने दिया था, ठीक है ना। और तानसेन को जो मियान टाइटल है वो अकबर ने दिया था, ठीक है। लिटरेचर की बात करें तो हुमायूं नामा गुलबदन बेगम ने लिखा था, मजमा उल बहरैन दारा सिक्को ने लिखा था, सहजा नामा इनायत खान ने लिखा था, आने अकबर और अकबर नामा अबुल फजल ने लिखा था, ठीक है। अगर हम बात करें फॉरेन ट्रैवलर्स की, मिसलेनियस टॉपिक की बात करते हैं ड्यूरिंग रूलर्स, तो जहांगीर के टाइम पे विलियम हॉकिंस आए थे, अकबर के टाइम पे एंथनी मॉन्सरेट आए थे, शाहजहां के टाइम पे टैबरनियर आए थे, औरंगजेब के टाइम पे मोनुशी आए थे, ठीक है ना। अगर हम क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर देखें मुस्लिम इन्वेशन का, डेफिनेटली जहांगीर का तो पता होगा, मुगल्स। चंगेज, अगर हम इन सबको मिला के देखें तो पहले चंगेज खान है, फिर तैमूर है, चंगेज खान इल्तुतमिश के टाइम पे, ठीक है ना, फिर तैमूर है, फिर जहांगीर, ठीक है ना, फिर मोहम्मद शाह के बाद नादिर शाह के साथ अहमद शाह अब्दाली, ठीक है ना। दिस इज द क्रोनोलॉजी। थोड़ा सा और देख लेते हैं, मैंने कुछ रूलर्स की डायनेस्टीज के रूलर्स लिखे हैं क्योंकि क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं कि आप रूलर्स को क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर में सेट कीजिए। तो सेंट डायनेस्टी, जो पाला डायनेस्टी है वो सेंट डायनेस्टी से पहले थी, ठीक है ना। पाला डायनेस्टी को हटा के सेंट डायनेस्टी स्टैब्लिश की गई। तो पाला रूलर देखे तो गोपाला है, धर्मपाला है, देवपाला है, महेंद्रपाला है, बहुत सारे इसके बाद मैं कहूँगी कि 7-8 नेम हो रहे हैं, बस शुरू जो इंपॉर्टेंट है थोड़े से वो देख लीजिए। गोपाला, धर्मपाला, देवपाला, महेंद्रपाला। सेंट डायनेस्टी के देखे, शायद लास्ट क्वेश्चन भी था। सो फर्स्ट थे हेमंत सेना, then Vijay Sena, then Ballal Sena, then Lakshman Sena, then Vijay Varpa Sena, then Keshava Sena. Okay. अगर हम पेशवा की बात देखें तो फर्स्ट वन इज बालाजी विश्वनाथ, देन बालाजी विश्वनाथ, देन बाजीराव, देन बाजीराव, देन माधव रावण, देन नारायण राव, देन रघुनाथ राव, देन माधव राव सेकंड, देन बाजीराव सेकंड. ओके, थैंक यू for watching this lecture. Please like, share and subscribe and do comment.